You are offered $10 million to spend at least 31 days in a timeless house. How do you win? You are offered to participate in a peculiar experiment. You will be placed in a house under these conditions. The house has no windows, no clocks or timekeeping devices are allowed. No communication with the outside world is possible. No access to any external time references. All necessities, food, water, etc. are provided. The rules: if you exit the house before 31 days have passed, you win nothing. If you exit the house after 31 days have passed, you win $10 million. What would you do to ensure you've stayed long enough to claim the prize? Mr. Beast should just do this as an experiment and we shall see. Although I feel like it's very easy. Just stay there as long as humanly possible and then you'll be fine. Or, in my case, when I get 3 new grey hairs, then 2 months has passed, so that's plenty of time. Yes, this is r/hypothetical situation, a collection of hypothetical situations. Surprise, surprise. Some are based on money, some are based on whether you get to live or not, some are based on, I don't know, dogs probably. I haven't looked through many of them. However, let's have a look at some, shall we? For $100 million cash, they will put you in a coffin. They will nail it shut. They will bury you 6 feet underground. You have enough oxygen for 6 hours, guaranteed. After 6 hours, they will dig you up and the money is yours. But after they bury you, they will draw straws from 100. If they draw the lone short straw, they will never dig you up. No drugs / alcohol / headphones in coffin with you. No sedatives. You can have 1 small flashlight if you choose. Would you take the chance? Quite simply, yes, I would. Because 1% chance of death is worth $100 million. $100 million would buy you'd be set for your entire life. You could live so much more life for that 1% chance. I don't think I'm being strange. It's very difficult to make $100 million in this awful hellhole of a capitalistic economy that we've created for ourselves. But it'd be like a cheat code. 1% chance. That is, I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm just being a bit ridiculous, but 1% chance for $100 million. That's an easy yes to me. Simpsational Moneybag says underneath this one, hell yeah, brother, I'm taking a nap and waking up rich or dying a horrible death. Either way, my struggles are over. I mean, I agree. Good point. And I'm claustrophobic. This would be a horrible, horrifying experience for me. 100% sober with no booze, no sedatives, nothing to dull the pain of 6 hours in a box. Maybe I'm just not seeing something, but this seems like such an easy yes. Put me in the hole, I will do it. Mr. Beast, give me a chance to go in the hole. That maybe that's the evolution of Mr. Beast. He's going to be doing crap like this. You could win $100 million or we'll just leave you in the ground. And I have so much money that I can do that without fear of prosecution. $100 million, but you get dropped in a random part of the ocean for 30 seconds every day for 5 years. $100 million tax-free to your bank account legally once you accept it. Every day at a specific time chosen by you, e.g. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will magically appear in a random part of the ocean for 30 seconds at 3 p.m. daily. In this 30 seconds, you just have to survive. It could be a shark-infested waters. It could also be near the shores of a beautiful island. You will be wearing nothing except Speedos or a 2-piece if you identify yourself as a lady. That's a strange sentence to put in there. If you're in freezing water, you'd be wearing thermal swimwear. Still miserable though. Once you accept this deal, it starts the next day. If you die, you die. You can take a rain check 50 times in this 5 years with no punishment. If you're severely ill, determined by a magical doctor who cannot be lied to, you will be excused, but you still have to complete a full 5 years. You cannot back out of this regardless, unless you die. I feel like this is an easy no, because have you seen the ocean? This is not a 1% chance of dying situation. This is the ocean. It is full of horrifying sharks and stingrays and water and waves and have you seen right, look at this. You're telling me that you're gonna survive for 30 seconds in this? You will nearly drown every day. And okay, 30 seconds, so it would 5 years times 365 days. Let's assume leap years, we're not going to be going that anal. That is 1,825 times you have to do this. Sorry, minus 50, 1,775 times you're going to be... Look at it! At least a good half of those, a random place in the ocean, is going to look like this absolute hell. Listen to all the beeping and the warnings going off. You are not getting out of there alive. $100 million is going to be left in your estate. Actually, no, it's not. You're just going to leave nothing. You're just going to die of drowning, and that's going to be the end of you. I feel like people are being insane. People don't understand the ocean. Because Razal Rins, or however you said that, I would do this and set it for like 6 to 7 a.m. Morning wake-up call. That's not a wake-up call. It's insane. You're getting dropped into the last frontier, the final frontier, effectively. We know more about space than we do about the ocean. You're getting dropped into that fish soup of certain death. You would never be late again because you wouldn't exist again. You get a perfect 10 out of 10 body. However, in the next 5 minutes, you will get shot. In this situation, you will get what most people consider a 10 out of 10 attractive body. Perfect face, perfect skin, perfect muscle definition, etc. You will still age, but you will age extremely well, and you won't gain excess fat no matter what you eat. Also, the people who are currently in your life, no matter how drastic the transformation would be, will still recognize you as you, but more attractive. However, in order to achieve this, a man will appear within the next 5 minutes and shoot you purposely with a 9mm beauty bullet in a non-artery, non-instantly fatal area. The man disappears completely after that. You can't call for anyone to help you until you are shot, then you can ask for help to get you first aid and a hospital. Aside from the 5-ish minutes you are given, you have no prep time and can still bleed to death. You have to decide now on whether you want this or not. After you recover from your wound, there will be no bullet scarring and you will have your new body. Do you take this deal? How vain do you have to be to go, you know what I would really like? I'd like to be muscular with zero effort. I don't like going to the gym. I like Cheez-Its. I'd rather get shot than just look like a regular normal human being. This seems a very, very easy one. No, I would not get shot to be muscular and taller than I am now and prettier, because that's insane. Although, I mean, you do see some of these surgical procedures for cosmetic surgery, and it's kind of like, it's quite violent. It's like getting shot, I suppose. I think maybe people on Reddit really do kind of overestimate how important it is to be attractive in the world. Because someone here has said, oh, I'll remove their name. Just shot once? Bro, I'd take it if I had to be lit on fire and dragged behind a car. Why? Why would you do that? Just to be attractive? Not even stay attractive for the rest of your life. You will continue to get older. This seems insane as a thing to do. You are given $10 million, but no one can know for 6 months or you lose it. The $10 million in whatever currency, or £10 million then, in whatever currency it is in a bank account only you have access to. You can spend as much or as little as you want. But if anyone even gets a thought that you are a millionaire, you lose it all. This includes spouse, children, parents, etc. Once the 6 months is over, you could tell whoever you want. The people at the bank wouldn't know who you are, so wouldn't be classed as knowing. Buying expensive things, though, might draw attention. Do you think you could last the 6 months? Jesus Christ! How impatient are you? All of your family would die. Everything would be ruined if anyone knows you have this $10 million. Just put it in an account and live your life for 6 months. It can't be that hard, surely. Just don't tell anyone. It's like a hell of a risk. Just have $10 million in your account and go, that'll be lovely in 6 months' time when I have access to it and I can tell people. Just don't buy anything. Just live. Am I missing something? Yeah, exactly. People have got the same idea as me. Just pretend it doesn't exist for 6 months. And Arugula Physical, which is an interesting handle, I suppose, says the game should be you have to spend so much during that time without people knowing. Too easy to set it and forget it until the time is up. Precisely. If you wanted this to have actual consequences, you'd have to spend something like $500,000, $1 million in the 6 months. And just, I don't know, you have to spend that somehow without people knowing. I mean, even then, you just rent a garage miles away from where you live, and buy expensive cars, put them in there, and no one needs to know. You just go in on a little trip, a works trip or some nonsense like that. Now this here is a bit of a fascinating one. You're offered 10 million in a currency of your choice, but you must reverse time by 10 years. Number 1, if you accept the clock rewinds to exactly 10 years ago, you will have 10 million in a bank account, full access, no questions asked. Everything gets reversed. If you're 25 years old, you revert back to 15. Anyone you've ever met in the last 10 years will not know you. Anyone that has died will be back. If you had children, they won't be born. If you've met your significant other, you won't have come across each other before. You retain all of your memories of your life over the 10 years that have been reversed. You will not remember specific details that may benefit you financially, such as lottery or investing. It will also gain no interest. Life will not pan out the exact same as the 10 years you've experienced. Your decisions will be different, therefore your life will be different. Do you accept? Why or why not? That's a fascinating one. I'm not 100% sure. This is the first one where I'm a little bit stumped and I haven't got some grand, easy, why are people having problems with this kind of egotistical thought about it. If you know everything that has happened in the last 10 years, you still have those memories. You can't do a Biff from Back to the Future 2 or 3 or whatever it is and just make loads of incredible investments, become a trillionaire. But you know everything else that's happened, so you know who your significant other is. And that'd be quite difficult if they suddenly decide that you pull up in a Porsche and they don't like you because you're a bit of a knob, because you're in a Porsche, and that's the kind of thing that happens. That's a fascinating one. I don't know. 10 years ago, I would have been 18 years old. I don't know if £10 million is a good idea for an 18-year-old to have just in a bank account. However, I would know all of the things I know now, so maybe I wouldn't be a typical 18-year-old. But it is a nice prospect. You get 10 years of your life back, and you get £10 million with which to do many different things. Now, if I were still single, it'd be a very easy decision. Sod it, why not? I am 18 with £10 million and all of the knowledge I've gained over the next 10 years. That'd be amazing. But I don't know. I don't know. What a fascinating conclusion to come to. I have no fucking clue. So yeah, this would make sense, you know. This person was already married and had kids by that point. You'd have nothing to lose. That's a perfect thing. I don't know. I think I might do it. It's not humanly possible, so there's no stakes in it, but I think I would. Maybe not. How solid of a decision is that? And I think we will end on this one. You get given an egg, and if after 365 days the egg remains uncracked, you will receive $10 million. It is a completely ordinary egg with, upon receival, no cracks. After the 365 days, the egg will be thoroughly inspected to ensure there are no cracks whatsoever in order for you to claim the money. Replacing or cooking the egg is not permitted. As well as that, the egg cannot be stationary for more than 24 hours at a time and cannot be touched by anyone other than you during this 365-day period. Finally, failure to protect the egg will result in a permanent ban from eating eggs again, as well as losing out on the potential money. So tell me, what's the strategy you will employ in order for you to ensure the money? Can the egg become a chicken? Because I feel like it would either, two things, it'd either become a chicken, or it would no longer be an egg, and it would be a kind of exploded slime disaster, as it rots from the inside out and pops. So assuming that is an immortal egg that just stays egg for an entire year, then yes, I would do it, because I could build a little chamber for it to go in, and then you just move the chamber. Or I'll tell you what, even better, you put the chamber in your car, and you just go for a little drive every day. Then it's moved. It's not remained stationary for more than 24 hours. It is moved in a vehicle. It is not stationary, it is moved in a vehicle. Incredible. Incredible. I would take that, and if the only stake is you don't get $10 million and you can't eat eggs again, worth the risk. Worth the risk. Quite frankly, I would have put my life on the line by getting locked in a box. This seems like absolutely nothing. This is the easiest one so far. Here we go. Egg goes in a cardboard box wrapped in cotton wool. Cotton wool wrapped eggs get moved to a different spot in the storage box every 12 hours. I don't really holiday and nobody goes through my boxes for anything. It's safe. I am now $10 million richer. and then go on a holiday. Very simple. Or as someone says underneath it, buy one of those trains that goes around Christmas trees and set it to a very low speed. Modify a boxcar to securely hold the egg. Periodically check in on the train and the egg throughout the year. And just put it somewhere where no one is going to be. Just moving it side to side or round and round and round. Perfectly contained within its lovely soft wrapper. Protecting this egg for one entire year without it breaking. And that will do it for r/hypothetical situation. Thank you very much for watching. Those were wonderful hypothetical situations, weren't they? I feel like a lot of them are easier than people make out to be, but there were a couple that were, I wasn't 100% sure what I'd do. How incredible, how pointless, because none of this will ever happen. Nobody offers you $10 million to look after a fucking egg. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smash an egg into your screen and then click the like, subscribe, share and bell buttons. Share it with a friend if they enjoy thinking about life and the universe and everything just like you do as well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching again, and bye for now.